Hallelujah. All praises, glory, and honor to the Most High Yahweh, Bahashima Mashiach Yahushua, the Most High King, Malak Ha'olam, Malak Yasha'Allah, Malak Yisrael, that's the Most High King of eternity, King of Israel. I'm your brother Malachi Maccabee, honor and humility STL, Melchizedek Order STL, Melchizedek Media, House of Zion, Homeschool, Four Tribes, Static Attic, all of the above. Uh, on today, I have the pleasure of interviewing a beloved of mine. We've been chopping it up going back a few years now. Been very familiar with his work going back to close to a decade, if not a little bit over a decade. Back to when the brother had the Jehovah Witness in his house. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
we were both young pups in the walk in.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but I definitely honored to have you on, brother. You understand? So I'm gonna let a few more people get up in this chat. Once again, all praise to the Most High. If you want to go ahead and just introduce yourself a little bit, and then when everybody start filling in, we'll go back over the formalities again. Hallelujah.
Well, man, first and foremost, man, I want to give all praise and glory to the Most High and His beloved Son, Yahweh Shai, and much love to the 12 tribes scattered abroad, and to each and every one that has a true, sincere heart and zeal for the restoration of the nation of Israel. Man, it's just uh, such a great and wonderful time in which where we in, and to sit back and see the nation and see how brothers are, trying to set aside differences and travel and get amongst brethren. It's a real blessed time, man. I came in the midst of a lot of static and haywire amongst Israel, man. So to go from that to where we are now, it's a sincere blessing, man.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. That's something I think we both can speak on. You understand? I come out of sect of Israelites, boy, you ain't rocking with us, the hell with you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You tend to bring that Negro, that nigga, that thug mentality out the streets into this truth, man. And that's not where it's supposed to be. We're supposed to be loving our brothers and sisters, man. And even opening up lanes of dialogue so we can discuss what it is. You understand? So we can be resourceful. So we can survive Jacob's trouble. And there's a lot of things that's gonna be going on, man, to where if the internet is not available, if your iPhone is not available, you understand? Would you still be doing the work? Would you still be a servant of the Most High? Would you even be perceived as a threat out here, man?
Right.
You understand? So once again, it's an honor to have you on, my brother. Um, let the people know who you are, what's your name, what you about. Also, the events we got coming up, man. We're gonna get into it. I got my brother Yirmeyah. Please say the Yah.
That's right. That's right.
Like I said, a beloved brother of mine. The name of his camp, he's based out of Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. The name of his camp is the House of the Redeemed Servants. All right, you can find this title in the book of Isaiah. Messianic brother to the bone. You understand? And the brother has done things and linked with brothers of maybe different thoughts, understanding we Israelites, understanding the commandments, understanding following Hamashiach. But the brother has somewhat helped bridge the gap between brothers who may not be of a One West foundation and brothers that may be of a congregation foundation. Because you yourself, if I'm not mistaken, your foundation uh, is not out of One West. You feel me? But let the
Right.
people know, bro.
Right, man. Well, like I said, man, it's a pleasure and honor to be here, man. It's with every, like I was saying, man, with everything that's going on, um, to be where we are right now and to have the spirit to try to move forward, man. You know what I'm saying? As far as I'm concerned, man, like the brother said, my name is Yirmeyah. You know what I'm saying? I'm from the House of Redeemed Servant out of OKC, man. We've been in operation out here slanging and banging for about 7 years now, man. And I went through the process of learning, went under the tutelage of my elder cousin who was in the truth 10 years prior to me. He actually went up to shout out to Mikael, man. He actually went up to Chicago and learned under the Chicago Israelites under Brother Obadiah out of Chicago. So, that was my foundational teachings
Okay.
to the truth. So, I studied hard for 5 years, been told, to shut the hell up, and, I don't know a damn thing. And, I went through all of that.
Yeah.
and went through those tougher times trying to get myself established and get a fuller understanding of our true identity and where we come from and what is our place in this this so-called wicked world, and what is our purpose, man. I found it very very important to get to that point. It's very funny, man, that my prior to getting under the tutelage of my cousin, man, my younger sister, man, Israelite, tried to make her his second wife.
Oh.
And I found out about that, man, and I put on the superhero outfit, and I'm finna come defend Christianity, man. There's nowhere in hell. I mean, that's got to be of the devil. You talking about multiple wives and all of this? That got to be Satan,
Right.
And so I must have sat down with this brother and man wiped the floor with me, man. I mean, I truly found out that I didn't know a damn thing concerning the Bible.
Yeah.
I remember because I had went to like a house party or something, and we got into a fight or whatever out there, man. Ended up going to jail, man. I was in jail for about 8 days, and while I was in there, man, you go to jail, boy, you get to calling on the Lord, don't you?
Yes. Yes.
And so they had some Bibles in there, and they had was passing out some easy to read Bibles. So when I got out of that situation, I kept that Bible, and I found that it was easier for me to understand. I was barely reading at that time, man. I struggled in that department with reading and shied away from it for many years. And when I was in that situation, I found that easy to read Bible was something that sit well with me. It took out the thous, the does, the these, and all of these different things that can become a struggle to some of us in the Bible. So, like I said, I sat down with the brother, and first thing he asked me was, "What is what is the translation of the Bible that you're reading?" I said, "Well, I mean, why does that matter, brother? I mean, us all the same thing, So I thought, and and then he told me to go to Matthews 18 and 11.
Yeah.
Go to Matthews 18 and 11. I said, wait a minute, Matthews 18 and 10, Matthews 18 and 12. What the hell is Matthews 18 and 11?
Yeah. 17 as well. Matthew 17. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was cut right there. And then the man began to ask me about, different things, color scriptures in the Bible, what's my nationality, and this, that, and the third. And I had no answers for him, man. And I couldn't even go into what I thought I was going to bring out after being floored from the information. So, of course, I started to study and started to research. And my cousin had just came back in town, and I ended up linking up under him, man. But throughout the whole time that I was studying for about 5 years, I started to get into the internet. I really never really was into the internet, man. You talking about 2006, 2007. And I never really, dealt with YouTube or anything like that. So, I started to research different Israelite camps and different things that brothers was bringing forth and different understandings. And it was real beneficial, man, because I began to, locking myself in a room, spending 13, 14 hours a day in the studies, man, just took over, you know what I mean? And I couldn't get enough, you know what I'm saying? I would go to work and rush home and to try to get into my studies, man, and get going to work late, because I was up all night studying the word and seeing brothers being cut. And I really really had a passion for, that I seen how strong the brothers is, you know, how strong the brothers was in California, how strong the brothers was in New York, how strong the brothers was in Texas, you know, how strong the brothers was in Florida, and different brothers in Chicago, man. Seeing groups like GMS, seeing groups like ISUPK, seeing groups like GOCC, and watching these brothers, and just you know, trying to soak in as much as I could, man, and I was attracted to the strength element, seeing brothers stand together in unison, and basically you know, against this wicked world, man. It was so appealing to me, man. So I wanted that. I wanted it desperately around me, and wanted the fellowship and the group that I was around. I wanted to flourish and grow, and I wanted to start to do certain things, and you know, other brothers that was around me wasn't really on that mode, you know. So the Most High blessed me, you know, with a few brothers. We started in my home, you know. We doing regular Bible studies, and you know, and decided that we needed to you know, create a name for ourselves. And you know, the Most High blessed us with the house of the redeemed servant, Isaiah 48:20, which says, "Go ye forth to Babylon, go ye forth and to restore the preserved of Israel," man. So these things were you know, prevalent to me. I wanted to hit the streets. I wanted, man, you know, I wanted to confront people with this, you know, this gospel and this understanding, man. And being, after being kicked out of several churches and being kicked out of family members' homes, you know, running in my mother's house and throwing away pork chops and getting kicked out of there, and you know, and just going on this whole rampage of this truth. And you know, as I continued to age, I began to grow in wisdom, and my perception on how to deal with people properly, and in a better way. And one of those great examples was the video you had made mention of, was you know, us dealing with the Jehovah Witnesses, man. I think that video is up over like,
man, it's up there.
yeah, so it's about like 170,000 views or something on just a teaching.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you know, all praises be to the Most High for that, and allowing us to you know, kind of assert ourselves, and throw our name in the hat of servitude for the Most High, being a bearer of light, and you know, just being an addition to what the brothers had already done before us, man. You know, and you know, it's just a pleasure and honor to be in the midst of brothers who are doing this work, who've done this work, and you know, and just continuing on as, you know, as the Spirit leads. It's funny because we you know, we got to a point after I think about teaching about, I don't know what, 5 years, House Redeemed Servant. You know, the Spirit came upon us in regards to going beyond America, and you know, the Most High blessed me, man. I moved to Puerto Rico, man, for about a year and a half, 2 years, and I went down there, not knowing anyone, just totally in the spirit. I remember, you know, Abraham being a primary figure in this move. You know what I'm saying? And you know, we gotta be like Abraham, man. You know, he walked out on faith. You know, and so we went, and you know, I packed up everything, man, sold everything I owned, and I moved to Puerto Rico, man. And it took me a while to get, you know, to get established, to get comfortable with the area, and you know, and the Most High blessed me. You know, I prayed for a strong brother, and the Most High blessed me with a brother. Shout out to my brother Carlos in Puerto Rico right now, still holding down things out there, man. And he he blessed me with this brother, man. And it's crazy because he was commenting on one of my videos, and he said that you know, he asked me where I was at, and I told him, no, I asked him where was he at, and he said, well, he thought I was in New York City. I said, no, you know, I'm actually in Puerto Rico. And he said, what? I'm in Puerto Rico too. Where you at? And his brother ended up coming to my house. I think it was about
the same night.
Yeah, it was about like it was that same night. It was about 11 o'clock at night, man. The brother ended up staying in my house about 2, 3 in the morning, man. And we just was chopping up scripts and just flourished the relationship from that point forward, man. And you know, I had no intentions. Let me make this clear. No intentions on coming back to America, man. And but the Most High had other plans, and I ended up coming back, and a lot of work got done, man. You know, before I came back, I had met Brother Maharaka, and he had invited me to something that these brothers was trying to create. It was called the Summit, and you know, I was still in Puerto Rico at this time. And shout out to Maharaka, man. And yeah, man. So I said, okay, man, let me go see, because these was like the brothers that, I mean, it was such a blessing and honor, because I remember in 2007, 2008, like watching Maharaka, watching Elder Zabak, watching the We Got Next movement, Elder Kahan, right, Elder Shalimar, and all the brothers, man, you know, the House of David out there in New York, man, and watching those brothers, and now I get an opportunity to be amongst them. Also the 14th Street Israelites, AOC, you know what I'm saying? Lions of Israel, all those great brothers, man. So yeah, FOPE, man, all the brothers, man. So I went. It was such a blessed, man, a blessed time. You really will not get a sense of understanding of what it's like to be amongst the brothers until you meet them, because there's a certain perception that is given off when brothers is doing the work. When you see them out street teaching, you're seeing a brother in an element, in a lion roar type of element, a brother that's ready, you know, for war. And you're really not getting a sense of who these brothers is. And I met these brothers, and you know, they operated with so much humility, and you know, it was like hard to recognize them, bro. I was like, brother, I thought, you know, I didn't know what to expect from these brothers. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. So and the brothers were so loving and warm, man, and treated me with such love, man. It just, you know, it captured my spirit. And so I came back, man. I came back and, you know, start working and building the house, Redeemed Servant. Got a lot of new fruit, man. A lot of new brothers was coming in. You know, a lot of brothers, you know, that would not have had opportunity to get introduced to this truth if I had not come back. So it's not our will, but it's the Most High's will, and He has His own plans. You understand? So, you know, and you know, operating and functioning with the Masharah Yashala. Shout out to the Masharah Yashala, and also linking in with Banya Yashala, which is extended branch of that, and being you know, placed in the seat, you know, with those brothers, and it's just such a pleasure and honor to be amongst the brethren, and for you to be appreciated for your labor. You understand? Because we don't get no money, we don't get no real recognition, we don't get really anything but the love and appreciation from those who have been affected by your work, man. And so those things mean a lot, man. So, you know, if anybody out there that has affected you in your walk, has done anything to help you sustain yourself in this truth, man, let them know, man. You know, let them know. And those brothers need those things, because it encourages us, man, to keep pushing forward, man. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, just in regards to me and my transition and building myself up in this truth, and you know, and trying to instill humility and quietness in a lot of brothers as we try to build them up, man. Because I understand when you come into this truth, man, it's like you a ball of fire, man, and you just talk, and you just want to, you know, you want to express what you've learned, and you want to share what you've learned. But you know, it's important, man, to remain humble and and learn, man. Be more ready to hear rather than to give the testimony of a fool, man. So these scriptures and this lifestyle and this culture has been such a great, wonderful blessing, not only to me, but my entire household, man. So all praise to the Most High.
Yeah, may the Most High bless you and your household, man. I know when I had a chance to be graced with your presence, brother, spirit of Abraham, man. Excellent hospitality. You understand? From you, your beautiful rib, and all that, man. You understand? And that's what Israel need, bro. We need to love we need to love each other. A lot of people confuse this with hate speech, but it's love. You understand?
That's right.
on each other, man. Get ourselves together.
That's
You
right.
understand? So I got a question for you. So what's up, man? How long you been dealing with music? How long you been dealing with music, man? Surely you had to be musically inclined before you understood who Yahweh Bashim and Mashiach Yahweh Shai is, man. So give a nation a rundown about Yirmeyah, please say the Yah, and you feel me, your gift in music. You understand?
Yeah, man, it's a great question, man, because we here, and I'm from Oklahoma City,
Mm,
and music, as far as like like the hip hop scene and everything, was very it was a lot of love for it here,
mm,
but it was no uh like big movement. You understand? Of course, we know that being in this place, we are it, we are definitely a minority, and so
mm,
you had to be actually in these pockets of hip hop to learn this. That's funny because my that same cousin that brought me and it gave me my name, actually, man, in this truth, is the same one that I was watching. He's about 10 years older than me. Hope you don't get upset with me about it. He's my older cousin. So, but I grew up watching him, and he really introduced me. Not only him, but my other cousin Terry also. They was in a hip hop group, and we're talking about in the 80s. You understand? So um, they was actually doing shows and doing things of that nature. So ever since I was 8, 9, 10 years old, around about I say 11 and 12, we start doing like little home videos and doing like doing little raps and stuff like that, man. And as a youth, man, and then coming up in that atmosphere, you know what I'm saying, as it kind of started to die off as I started to get older, man, around about, I don't know, about 15, 16,
mm.
17, that kind of picked back up, man. And as I got linked in with one of my closest friends, man, his name is Smoke. And as I linked up with him as being 15, 16 years old, he was, you know what I'm saying, going around, we were doing, battling people, battle rapping everywhere we go. And it was something that was, really prevalent at that time. And we're talking about 95, somewhere
Mm.
around there. And 96. So, Tupac, Biggie, and all this, the whole East Coast, West Coast thing was, we was in the middle of it. We didn't have anything to do with it, but we watched and we saw that,
Yeah.
and so we wanted to have put Oklahoma on the map. It was something that was deep in me because it was no real prominent rappers that at that time that had blew up out of Oklahoma, man. And so you're talking about going from 16 to 17 to 18, about 19 years old. The Texas blew up with the whole chop the screw movement, Swisher House, and Mike Jones, Chameleon there, the Color Changing Click, you know what I'm saying, Zero,
Yeah.
Trader
Plug and all
Two,
that.
yeah, man. So all of this stuff was going on, man, and I was right at the age to where I could travel, and I was blessed to meet a lot of those brothers, and I had did a song uh, called it was called Belt Buckle, and
Mm.
it was important for me because it was my first real attempt at starting to deal with ASCAP and BMI and start to try to legitimize myself. My first time putting a press kit together, you know what I'm saying, and I end up it was great because when I put that song together and put that press kit together, I went to the radio station, and I got an opportunity to talk to the general manager up there at the radio station, and for some kind of way, man, it was just the right time because he had just walked into his office, and when he walked in, he seen that I was sitting there. I was actually waiting on him, and he told me, "Come on in, man." And I went in there and I talked with him, and I had my little press kit together, man, and and I handed it to him, man, and it opened it up, little pictures and stuff of shows I done, a little bio that was in there, man, and in my CD, man, and it was important that my CD wasn't a CD that I just wrote my damn name on, it was it was done well, man. Shout out to my rib, she put that together for me.
Yeah, right,
Yeah. and and so when I sat down with him, he said, man, I like your presentation, man, and it was something going on at that time. It was a concert with Avant. Avant was coming down. He brought his whole band, man. He was coming to the Cox Convention Center. It was a big show, man. And yeah, I know I'm about to get to that. And they it was this big show that was going on. So I was a part of the show. So when I came to the radio station, I was able to say, hey, what I'm saying? I'm also a part of this show. I got the fly on there. I'm on the fly and everything. So that was another step above other artists, because what you're trying to do, man, is you're trying to figure out how to set yourself apart. Like, what can you do to stand out? So the press kit and all these things was one aspect of it. My appearance, man. I had my little belt buckle on, man, and I'm saying I had my little jewelry on and everything, man. So I'm coming in. I had a full grill, top and bottom, because I'm in the movement at that time. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy. I had a mohawk, man, down the middle, and this was early on before it became cool. You know what I'm saying? When I walked in, he looked at that and he said, "Man, you really look like an artist." And he said, "Man, let me check you out." So he played the song, and he was feeling the song. He said, "Man, you know what, man? Since you got the show coming up, I think the show was like maybe a week or two away." He said, "Man, I'm gonna go ahead and put you on this Friday, man. I'm gonna give you a radio interview, man." And he said, "Man, like I say, I like your presentation." So what he did, he reached under his desk, man. He pulled out a box. It was about like yay high, about somewhere around like this, and it was full to the brim. Like CDs was falling off of it. When he pulled it up, CDs was falling off. And he said, "Man, look, I get CDs almost every day, man, and you stood out because of your presentation, and that stuck with me till this day. You understand how important presentation is, coming from someone who does this for a living." I think the brother was at the radio station probably about 25 years at that time. His name was Terry Mundy, man. I ain't gonna never forget it. And then I was able to get my song on the radio, man. I did the interview. My song played, for the summer at that time, man. And I don't know, man. I was like 23, 24, somewhere around there. And when I was getting ready to set up a tour, I was going to do a Southwest region tour. And, I was working at this cement mixing company at the time. And I was cleaning. I don't know if you know about cement mixing, but you got to clean it off at the end of the day, man. This big old truck, you got to clean it. So I'm cleaning the truck. I stepped off the back of the truck and I tore my ACL. So when I tore my ACL, man, I was down for about 4 months. The process of me being down, that's when, because this was right after me getting out, and my sister going through what she was going through, and me finding out all of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? I started to do the research, man, and that's when the Most High called my name. I started to do the research on music industries, find out about the so-called casting couch, how a lot of these artists in the industry are either homosexual or they have to perform homosexual acts in order to get to a certain level of status in the industry. And
so basically more than your image and your presentation. You understand?
Yeah,
Willing to make a sacrifice your livelihood, do something wicked
exactly.
in the situation. Go ahead, Up.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I mean, I started researching that heavy because like I'm in my mind, that's like this is what I want so bad. Like, I want to change my family's life. I want to, I want to do it for my city. You know what I mean? I want to put us on the map. And, so all this was in my mind. So this was a shocker to me. It was a shock to my existence, man. Like, man, I can't believe this, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, this can't be real. You know what I mean? And as I continue to do research and finding out, man, and looking at stories like B2K and what happened to Chris Cross and and all of this, man, this stuff was just so sickening, man. And one of the videos that stood out that I can remember right now, which is so crazy to me, man, how this thing works. There's a video that Charlemagne the God did. It was called Damn Shame. Now, Charlemagne the God did this documentary, and in the documentary, he was showing Lil Wayne and Baby kissing.
Yeah.
And he was so disgusted. I remember him being so disgusted in the video about what the brothers was doing, and he's ridiculing them and everything. Then I watched the video the other day with Charlemagne. He got a show, Brilliant Idiots or something like that. And he was on there and he was talking about how he didn't like how certain brothers. He was talking about what's the brother's name that's getting ready, that's trying to do the school, man.
Johnson, LeBron
Yeah,
James, Umar
Johnson.
Johnson. Yeah.
Umar Johnson. That's right, Umar Johnson.
Yeah.
Umar Johnson. Now, Charlemagne was talking about Umar Johnson, and he was talking about how he didn't like how Umar Johnson was homophobic. And I'm thinking to myself, like, bruh, you the brother that told you the one that brought the secrets of this homosexuality in the industry out to the world, and now you okay with it, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, man. And it's just such a crying shame how you could change for popularity in a so-called dollar, man. You know, and that's why this truth music is so important, brother. Oh, praise be to the Most High.
Yeah. Right into it.
Right.
For truth music, you understand? I like to call them warrior mentals,
Right.
heavenly melodies, whatever you want to call it, man. Israel, all 12 tribes, man, we are very gifted when it comes to making heavenly melodies for Abanawa Yahweh. You understand? Our Father Yahweh, which art in heaven, man. So which leads into the next question, and that's about MYMG. For y'all that don't know, this brother is a very important, integral part of MYMG, Truth Music, a Hebrew Israelite music group. You understand?
Right.
Let people know what MYMG stands for and how did it form, man. You understand? Like you went from already being musically gifted, already getting certain things together. You had knowledge of the industry, radio and all that. You understand how to look professional, how to stand out. You already had that, right? But then you understand the dark side of it. I mean, I'm gonna have to do something evil against my spirit to get to where you understand I really want to get to. But then you come into the truth. The Most High sits you down, like he'll come. I'll let you. He'll come sit you down if you got to.
Right.
You're like, dang, let me wake on up, right? But you still have these gifts lying in you, man. So how did MYMG form? What does MYMG stand for? And we can go from there.
Oh, praises, man. Yeah, that's great. Yeah. That's great, man. MYMG, man. Shout out to the brothers, man. You know what I'm saying? This thing was very prevalent, man, and very important in my life, man. It's amazing, and the whole setup was just beautiful, wasn't it? Led us right into it because once I found out about the dark side of the industry, I was done, man. And most I was calling my name, you know what I'm saying? And I started doing that research. I had not researched anything like that before, so it led me into other research. Like I said, my cousin came down. I started dealing with the truth. You know what I mean? I started learning the truth. And and I studied for 10 years.
Mm.
10 years of doing this work, slanging and banging, not thinking about music at all.
Mm.
I was done with it. I'm cool on the field. I don't even want to be propositioned. You know what I'm saying?
Finished up.
Yeah, man. So
Finished.
so uh it was at the third Hebrew Israelite Summit.
Mhm.
Uh for those who don't know, MYMG stands for Mashara Yasha Allah Music Group.
Mm.
Now, what is the Mashara Yasha Allah? That is it stands for the government of Israel, right? Mashara Yasha Allah. So what happened and how it was developed, man, we was at Third Hebrew Israelite Summit. It was down in Florida. And this was the first time that music was like involved, because the first two summits, like, we didn't even play. It wasn't even no music being played, man. Like the first summit was strictly business. We was in there, we were in there chopping ideas, chopping nation building. It was a very precise and thorough place. Of course, it was brotherly love. Of course, the spirit was in there, but it just wasn't no type of that type of atmosphere. You know what I mean? It was just all strictly business. So about time the third summit came around was the first time that like music became involved. I believe Elder Kahan, I think he grabbed the drumsticks, man. He had a drum set in there, man. Them brothers got a beautiful setup down there. Shout out to the Light of Zion, man.
Hello.
Yeah, man. So no, no. So what happened was when we was in at the third summit, the brothers Karatazah and Yahawashai. Yahawashai stepped up and grabbed the mic. It was during a short intermission that we had. He grabbed the microphone and he started to rap, man. And then right after he got done, Karatazah grabbed the mic and he started to rap. And we was I mean, them brothers was amazing too, man. You know what I'm saying? It really kind of stirred something up in me. It made me start thinking about the music again. Like, whoa, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, wait a minute. So we was riding the van later on that night, man, and brothers freestyling and everything, man, and I didn't say a word, and I didn't rap none the whole time, man, and once we left the summit, Karatazar kept reaching out to me like, yo, man, you know what I'm saying? You need to try to do some music, this, that, and the third, man. You know how that brother's energy is, man.
Yeah,
Like,
boy, that Hebrew be on, boy.
you know what I'm saying? Like it's like you don't even, I know Maharakar tell you the same thing. Like you probably not even in your spiritual rap, And so, as I went home, it started to work on me, and I was like, man, these brothers don't even know, man. Like I used to do this, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I really used to do this. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Yirmeyah, hey, what was your rap name in the world, man?
Man, my old dog.
Huh?
Old dog.
Old dog?
Yeah, because of my tattoos and what I represent in Oklahoma.
Menace to Society, old dog, right?
Yeah. I got the name because when that movie came out, I went and did my hair like
Yeah.
you know.
Everybody did though, man. I think that was an experiment, bro. Everybody. By the time you went to school the following Monday, everybody had them slippers on. Everybody had them Dickies on.
Yeah.
Everybody had their hair like Lorenz Tate and then them lokes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And everybody was shooting sideways, bro. I believe that was an experiment, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, that was crazy. They made it look real cool though, didn't they?
Yeah.
But so from the movie, and then my love for the state of Oklahoma and everything, man, and just trying to represent and that same zeal, that same zeal and passion that I have for representing Oklahoma, it converts into the nation of Yasha'Allah. It converts into my tribe. It converts into my nation. You know what I'm saying? So that same zeal is there. Now it's just about nationhood, man. But So anyway, I was like, man, let me do something, man. So I was up in Pennsylvania, man. Shout out to LaKale, man. I was up in Pennsylvania, and I said, man, let me put something together, and I was just gonna present it to the brothers and let them see that I really was testing the water to see if I still had it. You know what I'm saying? And the very first song that I came up with after 10 years of not recording any music was Hebrews is Coming, man.
Ooh. Hey man, I remember I first seen the video, bro.
Yeah.
I'm about to spill my coffee.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So, I shot that over to Karatazar, man. And it was such a great response. And it just had the hook and my verse. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't even a complete song with the other brothers. So I shot it over to him. And you know what I'm saying, he jumped on that thing immediately. Then Yahweh Shai got to hear it. And then Karatazar reached out to Shot 7, man. Shout out to Shot 7. Shout out to Yahweh Shai. He reached out to them and we ended up doing it, man. And so as the song was it was growing, we went to California for the 5th Hebrew Israelite Summit, and we shot the video, man. And it was received well from the brothers. Like, I didn't know, you know what I'm saying, because it was this energy of music started to grow within the Masharai Yashala, within the movement, you know what I'm saying? And it started from the 3rd summit. Then by the time the 5th summit came, we shot the video for Hebrews is Coming. And man, it just went over well, man. And a lot of brothers, not to say we were the first one to do it, but it sparked a real movement concerning brothers doing videos in the nation, man. A lot of brothers that didn't do music before, after working with us or hearing us, man, started to do music, man. And it as I'm told, it was real inspirational for what we were doing, man. And it's just really been a blessing unto my life, man. And we went from Hebrews is Coming to Cut 'em. And Cut 'em, shout out to John Boy, man. John Boy came out for that, man. That was a real blessing to come out. I think that was probably John Boy's first or second video too. So, it really had started, brother. Before then, brothers was just putting music and they put a pitch up there and they would play the music on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? And then we came with that, and it just kind of sparked a wave. And so, when we did Cut 'em, man, I remember my brother Shofar, man, he was real energized by what we did with Hebrews is Coming. And, it was something that he wanted to be a part of, man. And so we went from Cut 'em to, deciding to come up with the NYMG. And, and we just took off from that point forward from everything that we were doing, man. And just, shooting videos, you know what I'm saying, linking up, traveling, you know what I'm saying, getting invited to shows, creating shows. It's just been a real blessing, man. It's only been a short time. I think we just in a second and a half year, 3 years into this thing, man. So it's amazing.
Oh yeah. Now check this out, man. How many members are at MYMG, and what are all the names? You briefly mentioned Karate Zaya, Yahweh Shai, you understand? But how many members are in MYMG, and what are the brothers' names?
All right, man. So there's actually 7 members.
Wu Tang Clan, baby.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Wu Tang, baby.
Yeah. It's no, it's okay. It's like 7 members of us, man. We got Shofar, which is out of Detroit. And it's a great thing too, because you're talking about 7 brothers that came together from basically 7 different cities, man. You know what I'm saying? So that was a unique thing that was been done in music. So you're talking about different backgrounds and different styles that come together to make this what we presented with NYMG. This which what make it amazing for me and for the other brothers with the different styles that we're able to come with.
Which is powerful. Powerful. I can say something. Which is also powerful. The whole unity aspect too. Because again, some of us came up in a zone to where if you wasn't with us, the hell with you. You feel me? So the fact that 7 brothers from 7 different cities, you understand? And of course, you gonna have different understandings and different ideologies or whatever, but y'all can come together and lift up the name of the Most High. You understand? Lift up His anointed Hamashiach, and then get work done, man. I'm talking about videos back to back. You
Yeah,
feel me? Not only me and you got a few things we didn't got on or whatever, but I'm
yeah.
also I'm also a supporter. I'm also a fan. I've always bumped the music. You understand?
All
Uh,
praises, man.
even when our beloved brother Mahal Ricard, you feel me? You know his projects and stuff he be putting out, man. Look, I'm gonna support. Period. You feel me? When my children heard Ready Ain't Fire, when that come on, all my short leggers, bro, all them rules,
Yeah,
we know, you feel me? So
yeah,
that lets you know how effective. You never know how effective you are. And I make music. They know all my music, but for them to hear other brothers' music and it resonate with them. Like when
yeah,
they get in the ride and say, "Daddy, I want to hear Ready Aim Fire."
yeah.
You feel me? I want to hear Backpacks Loaded. Your latest solo, man, Eat with the Lions, man. You feel
Yeah.
me? Powerful salute, brother. But I just want to say that it goes into a lot of brothers are confused of what we mean when we talk about unity, man. Look, open up the lanes of dialogue with your brother, man. You gonna have way more in common with him than you think. You
Right.
feel and you're gonna need your brothers and your sisters in the times to come, man. We're coming up on the worst times in the annals of world history. So that's
Right.
powerful for 7 brothers from 7 different zones, 7 different understandings to come together and lift up the name of the Almighty. And to this day, you feel me? Got mad love for you brothers. But go ahead, Doc.
Yeah, man. All praise to the Most High, man. Shout out to Bi, man. Brian Israel, man. You know what I'm saying? Backpacks loaded.
Mhm.
Ready Aim Fire, man. All praises to the Most High for that, man. So, like I said, man, 7 members. You got Shofar, you got Shot 7. You know what I'm saying? Shofar's from Detroit. Shot
Mhm.
Seven's he's from Detroit also. You
Mhm.
got of course myself, you got Zahad, which is from Cleveland / Oklahoma, Zahad.
The lyrical mother master,
Right.
that's my
Right,
brother.
right, right. So
Brother
I'm
dope.
I'm gonna send the brothers some love, man. The brothers from Cleveland. All right. You got Yahweh Shai, who's from Columbus, Ohio, and you got Bunya Howard, which is the Nate Dogg of truth music. That's what we like to call him. You know what I'm saying? It's from Columbus also. Then you got uh
Karate.
Ratazar, which he in Dayton, man, but he's from Kansas City, man. So you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, that was the brothers from MYMG, man.
Man. Hey, so look, so let's let you know about this.
Yo, man, listen. All of our graphic art, though, all of our graphic art comes from a brother by the name of Yaquam, man, out of California, man. So that's another brother in another city that does that. He's a part of NYMG as well. So you're
I
talking
love
about 8 members, and he does all of the art that we have uh had for NYMG, man. So shout out to that brother. Didn't want to leave that brother out, man. Go ahead, Salah.
yeah, just make sure I get all the proper information, man. When the videos finally processed, I can put all your contact information for MYMG, the brother that's the artist, Yaquam, all the brothers within the description box, so the nation will know how to reach out to support. You understand all that.
Yeah,
Back to the music aspect, man. We got this what we call the ANC Brunity concert
that's
tour
right.
celebration starting the 3rd November, the weekend of Thanksgiving in the city of brotherly love. You understand? Let the nation know what that's about, man. And you understand how they can support and how they gonna see brothers again from different zones come together, man. We gonna lift up the name of the Most High. We also gonna remember our fallen comrade and soldier, Deshaun Tatum, who was murdered last year by this heathen woman named Sarah Shue. You understand? But let the people know what we got coming, bro.
Yeah, man. All praise to the Most High. And that's great and wonderful, man. ANC Brunity, man. This is a powerful event, right? That's going down November 22nd through the 25th,
I love
2018, man, in Philadelphia, man. And it's it's gonna be a powerful event, man. We got NYMG, we got the Fourth Tribe Static Addicts, we got
oh,
GMG, gonna be in the building, man. We got special guests, man, like Mighty Hebrew, man, gonna be showing up, man. Shout out to Mighty Hebrew, man. And there's gonna be a special tribute to our brother Tatum. You know what I'm saying? And his family, man. So all of these things are great and wonderful concerning this event. Now, what's gonna separate this event, brothers and sisters, is that this event is going to be more than just a show, right? We're gonna have it's gonna be totally catered in regards to the particular ticket package that you decide that you want to go with. We want to make this thing affordable and reasonable for everyone out there, and you can get and be a part of whatever you want to be a part of. But they're going to be a total catering. We're going to have a Friday night Shabbat class where we're going to have a praise and worship. The Tatum family is going to bless us with some praise and worship. And it's going to be a couple of other artists. I believe we're going to have a harp player there, man. So we're going to be being totally served. You understand? That way you don't have to, there will be no breaking of the Shabbats. You understand? You want to come in and spend your money. It's already provided for you. You understand? And then we're going to have street teaching going on the following day. Fired up and excited about that.
Yeah.
And then the Lilies of Yah are going to be handing out food to the homeless, man. And, so we're just trying to utilize these events for all aspects of how we can come to your city and make an impact in your city. We're not just here to take. We're here to actually contribute and make an impact in your city, man, because we about the love of our nation and our people, man. So we're going to be bringing food. We're going to be bringing clothes. We're going to be bringing the word. Most importantly, we're going to be bringing the words of the Most High Yah, man. So that's going to be great and wonderful right there.
Shout out to E37 Entertainment as well.
Yeah, E37 Entertainment. That's right.
Through when she mentioned MYMG, Fourth Tribe, Static Addicts. It's gonna be something powerful, man. Another brother want to know in the chat, how can he get the MYMG CD, the one you've been holding up? Brother want to know how he can get that.
Listen, man, you can send me an email. You can send me an email at mymgomg@gmail.com. You understand? And when you send the email, I'll tell you how you can be able to get it, man, because certain one of these sites, we want to cut out the middleman. So you'll be able to, get in direct contact with me that way. And, we can either send you a hard copy, like this one, or we can get you the digital copy. It just depends on whatever you want to do, man. mymgomg@gmail.com, and we'll take care of you, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and copy and paste that on the chat for the brothers. You feel me? So yeah, that's what's coming down the third weekend in November. Thanksgiving in the city of brotherly love. We're gonna go ahead and get it done. Also, what's your goals for your solo? Because you're not just in a group, you're also a solo artist, man. I brought up the Eat with the Lions. The hook is catchy, the beat is catchy. We listen to the, you know what I'm saying? We set up the Bruise in the no-fly zone. We set up and listen to the lyrics, bro. Let me talking about you. I see the beat. I know my brother fly with the garments and all that, and the colors and all that. Let me see what he's talking about. You dig? But salute. That was the whole entire concept was powerful. You understand? The whole entire concept was powerful. So what are your aspirations as a solo artist as well? You understand? Nothing wrong with you, you know what I'm saying, or us, because I'm in a group. You understand? But I also do solo work too. I also do collabs. I do all type of different things as well. So what are your, you know what I'm saying, desires and aspirations as a solo artist? What do you see yourself?
Man, it's great and it's wonderful because I get to allow brothers and sisters. We don't deal with the word fan. So y'all my brothers and my sisters, man. We're the nation of Israel. You understand? Right. So my whole thing is for me to get an intimate sense of who I am directly. You know what I mean? And and I'll really be able to express my views and my opinions and my thoughts and share my art directly with you. It's great and wonderful to be in a body of brothers because we're supposed to show that unity but I also want to show the other things and other aspects of my art with the brothers and sisters, man. And something similar to, excuse me, something similar to what the Wu-Tang did is that no matter where they go, whether it be individually or together, they lifted up the banner of the Wu. So this is the mindset in which what we operate with, man. Because when you're looking at uh, uh, promoters contacting you, they might not be able to bring 8 brothers. You understand?
Right.
So, but they might be able to bring one brother or 2 brothers, and those 1 or 2 brothers are still able to hold up the banner of the MYMG at the end of the day. So we all are in support of one another, in which what we're trying to do, which is raise up the conscious vibration of music, and give brothers and sisters an alternative from what they're hearing in the mainstream world, which is total filth, debauchery, and depravity, man, of all righteousness. So we want to give them not only an alternative, but a good alternative. You understand? Like we want our music to be good and quality, and we challenge each other. You understand? And let me tell you, you think it's a chop session in them scripts? It's just as fiery in the studio when it comes to this music, man. So we want to bring out the best in one another. You understand? So, as far as my music, you know, my solo music, my whole thing is just to allow brothers and sisters to get to know me, man, and kind of share my story and give my testimony, because the scripture speaks about you announcing your testimony, man. So, and that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about, and being able to, continue to do this work, and trying to create different streams of revenue, not only for myself, but my entire movement, which is the House of the Redeemed Servant, to further this work that I'm doing for the Most High. Because without any support, I'm already investing in the movement. I'm already investing in the camp work, whether it be books, whether it be supplies, whether it be feeding the homeless, whether it be certain resources that we need at the camp. These things, this is already going. So I'm not asking you to do something for me that I'm not doing for myself already. So I didn't come into this thing to be no rap artist or be no rap star. You understand? But the Most High, if you don't use the gifts that the Most High give you, then you're gonna lose them, man. So you have to hone in and work on your craft and become better and better. And as we work towards trying to continually provide and present to you the best, most quality music and heartfelt truth music as possible, man. And so that's where I'm at in regards to that, man. So all praise to the Most High.
Yeah, I feel you, man. I've been speaking about that lately, man. You don't want to be a figless fig tree. Fulfill your purpose. You understand?
Right.
Remember, I cursed the fig tree because it didn't have no figs on it, man. You feel me? So the Most High has blessed Israel, man. He even told you, Yirmeyah, before you in the womb, I knew you. You understand?
Right.
So that's very powerful, man. May the Most High bless you, brothers. Also, what do you see? What is your vision for the future of truth music?
Yeah.
Surely we got young brothers coming up behind us, man. You
Yeah.
understand that it's in the generation of the mumble rapping, it's in the generation of the battle rapping and the mumble rapping, the skinny jeans and all that. How do we be that beacon of light and pull them brothers up out of that darkness and make them soldiers for the Most High? You understand? To stir this heat in his face, to boldly proclaim what it is to be a man of the Most High, and you can still come on this side and make effective music that's way more powerful. It has substance. You understand? I mean, music that was made 10 years ago that's in the spirit of truth, bro, sound brand new.
That's right.
Unless somebody had said the date on it, you'd have thought it was made yesterday because
Right.
of that substance. So what's your vision for the future of truth music, man? Like where do you see truth music go?
Well, man, before I speak on that really quick, man, I want to also make another announcement about another concert, man, that's going to be going on October 27th, man, glorifying the Father through his art concert, part two, right? So shout out to brother beloved Dow.
Beloved.
Uh,
Mhm.
yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
Okay, yeah. Shout out to beloved Dow, Ash Yasha Allah, and young Peasy, man. That's going to be performing at that show, man. It's going to be October 27th. Doors opening up at 7, man. And, the flyers are going out for you brothers and sisters to have an alternative to get involved in that's different from going to the club, that's different from going to these worldly concerts. You know what I'm saying? Come and build with your brethren, man. What we're doing on our end, and back to the show in Philly, is that what we're doing is we're creating an event that can rival what we're seeing in the world. But it's going to take you and I to prove that we are willing to invest so it can become greater and greater, man. You know what I'm saying? If when brother and sister do it through event and you brothers and sisters don't come out and support, don't complain about what I don't got nothing to do. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing to do with this truth. It's boring, this, that, and the third. When brothers take a sacrifice to create an event for you, the least you can do is come out and support, man, because we're going to do the best we can to show you a good time, man. We got a lighting show that's going to be going on in Philly. It's going to be a lighting show, smoke. It's going to be a powerful event coming on in Philly, man, and also the show in Atlanta, man. So all
Okay.
praise to the Most High for that, man.
What's the date for the Atlanta show? And salute to all them brothers too, man. Excellent music. I listen to all them brothers.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's October 27th. Doors open up at 7, man. October 27th, man. So that's coming up.
Okay. Well, make sure y'all get with the brother. I just posted an email in the live chat. The live chat. So back to it though, bro. What do you see truth music in the future? Where do you see this thing going, man? 'Cause look, either we gonna be great at this thing or it's gonna crash and burn, man. You feel
One
me?
more thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
We got the Watchmen, man. AO2, man. Me and Shot 7 came together and did a whole album. And we're getting ready to push this thing, man, and bring it out to the people. It's great and wonderful music on here. You talking about 13 tracks, a full album for the nation, man. And we want y'all to come out and support this music, man. You know, and my album is gonna be dropping, Most High Will, September 12th, man. September 12th. My album will be dropping. My full solo album will be dropping. So we're gonna have multiple uh different types of CDs, man, for y'all to come out and support, man. And we got to remember to support our nation, man. You
That's
know.
right.
So what's my vision for truth music, right? I really want us, what we're doing right now, to inspire others to take this thing to another level. When you look back on the development of hip hop itself, it started on a grassroots level. You
Yeah.
understand? It grew and it manifested and took over the world. You understand? No different from what went on in Texas when nobody listened to the chopped and screwed music. And I sat back and I watched the development of that particular genre of music. You understand? It took over and had its time reigning at the top of the game. You understand? And I believe that we are in a unique time for that same thing to happen with truth music. You understand? And whether it gets to a top or not, I could really care less about that. What I wanted to do is to get to the top of you Hebrew Israelites' hearts, man, and also spearhead a movement of waking up the lost sheep. So we as artists have to do a better job of being wise as serpents, but as harmless as a dove. I don't think brothers really understand how to utilize that, because a lot of times when we do this truth music, we can become so dogmatic to where immediately, we're hitting you with things that are foreign to you, and it could cause brothers and sisters to be turned off. So we have to be more crafty with the way that we are trying to reach our people. You understand? Because especially if you're someone who is seasoned and who's been doing this thing for a while, you have a track record that you know your brothers and sisters can't come at you because damn it, man, it's a lot of no matter what you do in a nation, it's always some Negro that got something to say about what you're doing.
Yeah, yeah, you
You
gonna
know,
have it.
well, look how he wearing his hat, and oh, why he got that necklace on, and oh, he's trying to be in the world, and oh, why is he rapping like that? And like, man, you bruh, like, especially with my Eat with the Lions joint, man, that you can go see at Yah World 777, by the way. uh, with my Eat with the Lions joint, like it's certain aspects of the video where I'm like reading the Bible,
Yeah,
but yet you still have people come in and try to say that that's worldly. You understand? And we're not going to please everybody. So all the brothers and sisters that's doing music, and it's a lot of great artists out, man. Brothers and sisters, man, that's doing this music on a high level. And until we become more efficient at reaching our people where they are, because as our Savior did at Mashiach Yahushua, he went to the sick. He went to the sick. He went in the midst of them. He went and he sat with the wine bibbers. He went and he talked with the prostitutes. He went and he went amongst those non-believers, right? The drunkards, right? He went amongst them and in an attempt to pull them out and wake them up. And this is what we got to do as followers of Christ, man. So my vision is to take this thing to another level, become more crafty at reaching our people, and just being a spearhead at inspiring the next generation, because it's going to be greater artists coming after us, man. These brothers, these young brothers are ready to go, and all I want us to do is to stamp our flag in the annals of history, because we know what Paul did. We know what the disciples did, right? We know what the prophets did. But what are you and I doing in our generation to put a stamp down for the annals of history, man? So, you know, that's my thoughts on that, man.
yeah. I feel you on that. I believe also we need to be the vanguard to this thing because we can't let it slip into the hands of the likes of Rick Rubin or Liar Cohen. You understand?
Exactly.
Those
Exactly.
imposters who are actually the hidden hand behind the hip hop industry. You
Right.
understand? So we got to also be vigilant on that and be vanguards, man. So it's more to this thing than just making music. You heard a beat, making a beat, putting words to it. You feel me? Taking pictures. You feel me? It's people's livelihood. It's our very craft we've been blessed with. All of that. You understand? And before all that, the name of the Most High that we are commanded to lift up. When you read Malachi 3, I believe it's 16 through 17, the Most High said there's a book of remembrance written for those who speak quite often on the Most High.
Yes.
You understand? That's a beautiful scripture, man. You
Yeah.
understand? So don't never take what you do lightly, man. Your music is impacting Israelites worldwide. And if I can ever help, you understand? I'm here for that. Also, man, I got another question for you, man. I got another question for you.
Okay.
Hey, man, how did you get into the garments, man, the sewing, and you know what I'm saying? Because man, you got a peculiar look when it comes to Israel, man.
Yeah.
A lot of people like, well, look, y'all don't know this is just the op that made my own bands, and you know, y'all see me with a few headbands or mitries on and all that. This is my op right here. That's his work right there. And a lot of people got superstitious on me. People are like, oh, Valley went and enlisted somewhere, and they don't even know that's me and you doing business together. You understand? And
Yeah.
I always said I would support you. I wanted to put you on out there because people been asking me like, where you get all that from? And I'm like, I got a brother, I got a beloved Ak in OKC who makes these. It's called the Garments of Vengeance, man. So how did you get into all that, man? Like run that down because people want to know. You feel me? And I ain't gonna lie, bro. You know how sometimes you see people do stuff, you be like, dang, I probably could do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, I don't got a clue how he did all. I don't know nothing about making clothes. Like nothing. You know what I'm saying? So let the people know, man. How did you get into the whole garments, man? And you know what I'm saying? Get into the Israelite culture. For y'all that don't know, talk about the young men putting on their warlike apparel in the scriptures in the book of the Maccabees. You understand? And what inspired like the designs and all that, because this is not handmade clothing. This is not like a fancy attempt to blend kente cloth and kufis, you feel me, with an Israelite situation, man. This is peculiar, but it looked good though. You
Yeah.
understand? I get into that, man. Let everybody know, man.
Well, all praise to the Most High, man. If you can get a scripture for me real quick, man. Isaiah 59:17.
Yes, sir. I got
Um, the name of the business is Garments of Vengeance, and everything that we do, we trying to have it to where it's scriptural based.
you.
So as the brother was saying, he said something about warlike apparel. So I want the brother to read this scripture for us real quick.
Okay, this book of Isaiah chapter 59. Isaiah 59:17. For he put on righteousness as a breastplate, and an helmet of salvation upon his head. And he put on the garments of vengeance for clothing,
That's right.
and was clad with zeal as a cloak.
So the Bible says he put on the garments of vengeance for clothing.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
understand? So the name of my little small company is Garments of Vengeance, man, and we've done a lot of brothers garments, a lot of brothers in the Masharah Yasha'Allah, man, a lot of brothers just nationwide, man. We've done a lot of work uh doing the best that we can to just help you embrace your culture,
That's right.
and trying to give you a place to go where you don't have to go to our enemies. You can come to someone of your nation. As the scripture says, we are to prefer one another. So, how did I get into this, man? I ain't gonna hold you up. The first time I got a garment made, it cost me about almost $500, and right, it cost me almost $500, and I was like, man, like, hey man, I could have bought me a old hoopty with that or something. You know what I'm saying? So I looked at it and I said, man, these is nothing but straight lines. And I said, man, you know what? I probably can do this, man. And after trial and error, making some of the most horrible stuff that you can imagine. The Most High start blessing my hand, man, and getting under that sewing machine and pushing that material through there, man. It's such a fulfilling process for me to take a lump of material and create a full garment out of it. We don't just make armbands, we don't just make headbands, we don't just make girdles. We make full garment sets. We make dresses for women. You understand? We make head wraps for women. You understand? And so these are the things that we do to service the nation, man. So like I got a few of the things here, man. So these are just a few armband sets that I have that I've done.
Hey man, don't be stuff, man.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So this is just a few of the different stuff that we have that brothers and sisters can be a part of, because we have the matching headband and set that come with it.
Okay.
So these are different stuff that the Most High blessed us with.
Well, that's fire right there, boy. I like that white and red.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
And then that first one you pulled out. Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's powerful right there.
So then we got the blue and silver.
Yeah.
So we got other joints, man, that we do different style stuff, man. So the Most High has just blessed us with trying to, if you need the MYMG patches, the patches for the Masharaya Shala, I'm the one that does those. And so this is just different stuff that we have that we're doing. And you can go to my YouTube page at HORS Yacob, and you can see all of the garments that I've done, man, and different stuff. Facebook is HORS Yacob, right? And so all the information to be in the link below.
Yeah, I already posted in the description link below for those that don't know, but I can put it in the chat again if I need to. It's already in the description how to get in touch with you, your YouTube, your Facebook, and your Instagram.
Yeah, so these things, man, again, the name of my camp, right, is the House of the Redeemed Servant, right? So we are the redeemed, and we also servants of the Most High. So we want to make sure that we can serve you to the best of our ability. We want you to look good. We want you to look royal. We want you to, we don't want you to feel like you got to come in and be a vagabond just because you're in this truth, man. You know what I'm saying? Our people are about looking good. The swag and the whole the way we carry ourselves, we don't lose that just because we in this truth, man. You know what I'm saying? Like Will Smith said, man, we make this look good, man.
We make it look good, baby. What y'all doing?
You know?
Let me read this right here too, brother, if I can, real quick. This is first 14. First Maccabees 14:9, and we're gonna read also about the angel of the Most High who had glorious apparel.
Right.
So you don't have to look raggedy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Get your iron out, man. Iron this stuff, man. Look royal.
Right.
Move around like you own the earth, brother.
Right. Right.
First Maccabees 14:9. The ancient men sat all in the streets communing together of good things, and the young men put on glorious and warlike apparel.
That's right. That's right.
Glorious and warlike apparel. So a lot of y'all, talk crazy, especially about the brothers that be in the streets. I'm a brother that teach in the streets as well. Don't talk down on your soldiers, man. The soldiers are the first responders to any danger that may be invading the nation. You feel me? The world ain't seen strong Hebrew men in 2,000 years, man. This will have to be a movement of the Most High for men, so-called former slaves, to stir their enemies in the face and let them know what time it is, man.
That's right. That's right.
It has to be of the Most High. There is no other way around it because they haven't seen or felt this type of vibration in close to 2,000 years, man. You dig? So that's an excellent breakdown, brother. I want to do one more scripture. I believe it's 2 Maccabees 3. It's about this angel and this glorious apparel as well. So 2 Maccabees 3, 2 Maccabees 3, verse 25. Woof. Man, there's so many of them. I'm just gonna read this one right here. 2 Maccabees 3, verse 25 and 26. For there appeared unto them a horse with a terrible rider unto him, and adorned with a very fair covering. And he ran fiercely and smote at Helidorus with his forefeet. And it seemed that he that sat upon the horse had complete harness of gold. Moreover, two other young men appeared before him, notable in strength, excellent in beauty, and comely in apparel.
Right. That's right.
By him on either side and scourged him continually and gave him many sore stripes. Speaking of some of the angels of the Most High of the heavens, and you see that notable strength, comely apparel, beautiful in appearance. So
give me one more. Give me one more, man. Isaiah 52:1, man. You know what I want.
I got you. I should have known it was coming up. Book of Isaiah chapter 52. Isaiah 52:1. Awake, awake. Put on thy strength, O Zion. Put on the beautiful garments.
Right.
O Jerusalem, the holy city. For henceforth there shall no more come into thee the uncircumcised and the unclean.
That's right.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. So, I mean, any last words you want to let the people know, brother? Again, you let everybody know who you are, how you came into the truth. You understand the music, how MYMG was formed, your how you went into music before you even got into the truth. The members of MYMG, where do you see yourself solo? You understand? and where do you see truth music on down the line? And also we talked about the concerts that's coming up, like the ANC Brunity concert.
Right. ANC Bruner, man.
Yeah,
Y'all gotta listen, man. Y'all can go get them tickets right now, man, and be beneficial to you to go get them joints. And listen, man, as always, I want everyone to always remember, man, support your nation, man. Okay, we cannot build nothing, man. I'm looking all over social media. I'm seeing damn Chinese women beating the hell out of our sisters in a nail shop. Okay, damn Chinese men punching sisters in the face up in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Okay, this all type of you going to getting treated like dirt. But all you have to do is come home, man. Come
yeah,
home, and we'll be able to do what we need to do for each other.
yeah,
You know.
yeah,
Go support, man. Get them tickets, man. And we would love for you to come out because I guarantee, man, we're gonna give you our whole heart when we hit that stage, man. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna make sure that you have a good time. And don't forget about the concert in Atlanta, man. You know what I'm saying? Come on out, man. We're doing this for you. You
yeah,
understand? We're doing this for you. This is a place you can bring your children, man. You understand? So listen, man, it's gonna be great. At the end of the day, man, when we leave the last day of the concert in Philly, we're gonna be on a boat. You know what I'm saying? Eating a meal over the river, man. So this is something that you want to come out and be a part of. Something you can bring your wife. You know what I'm saying? And have a good, a good time out with the nation and be surrounded by brothers and true believers. You understand? And this is what we need to be doing with ourselves in these last days until we get up out of here, man. You
yeah,
understand? Coming together, Zephaniah 2:1, man. Right?
yeah,
Psalms 133, man. You
yeah.
understand how beautiful it is for brothers to dwell together in unity, man. So
I
all praises to the Most High for that.
5289. And for y'all that don't know, this ain't even stopped brothers like me and Yirmeyah actually believe in the virgin birth according to the scriptures. But
Right,
we got brothers we make music with who don't. You
right,
understand? But it ain't stopped us from coming together and throwing scriptures around, but still being brotherly with brothers, man. You understand? That should not divide you because the brother believe in reincarnation, you believe in resurrection or whatever. You understand? Hey, it's time to open up the lanes of dialogue so we can rap. You
that's
feel
right.
me? Now, you never know, man. You may need your brother in the future, man. You may need to be resourceful. You see what's coming. You understand? They're quickly getting us about their system where you gonna have to do something to get down with them. So we ain't even put a network together. We don't have no type of underground, nothing going, nothing, man. We just
Right.
brought this Negro mentality from the streets into the truth, man, and expect to be something.
And that same brother that you rejected, that same one that you despise, just because some simple doctrine that don't have nothing to do with salvation is the
Yeah,
one that's gonna probably help save your life one day, man.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's just what it is, man. You dig? People will get over it, but we're commanded to show to be the beacon of light and show the love that the Mashiach showed. And just like he told the Pharisees and them, those that are well don't need a physician, man. You feel me? I ain't come to call the righteous. So salute to all the brothers moving in the spirit of Yahweh Bashim and Mashiach Yahweh Shai. May the Most High bless you. If you got any other last words, go ahead and say them. I'm gonna let the family know. All his information is in the description box. If you want to order the CD or any CDs, any projects the brother's working on, I also put that in the live chat. And I want to salute the brother for taking time out of his busy schedule to come on here and let the nation know who he is, what he's about, and what to expect from him. And not only him, but all like-minded soldiers. You feel me, brothers and sisters, man. Y'all heard him say they make female clothing as well, man.
That's right.
Feel me? We about our people. We ain't gotta go spend with the heathen. When you really get done talking, we can actually be self-sustaining and self-sufficient. But it's gonna take you to be able to rap first, man. Get
That's
out and rap to your
right.
brother. Yeah, some of us may come off as if we look rough around the edges, but when you get to know us, we men like you going through the same struggle as you.
That's right. That's
Understand?
right, man. And listen, man, we're gonna be trying to bring to you, man, these regular things, man. Some of the brothers, other brothers from MYMG should be coming on soon. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to them brothers, man, and every brother that's gonna be coming on. Looking to the Fourth Tribe Static Addict interviews, man. You know what I'm saying? So you know, we excited about what we're trying to do, man. You got brothers from different walks of life coming together, trying to do something and do something positive, man. You know what I'm saying? So what we got here? We got October 27th, man. Glorifying the Father through the Arts concert in Atlanta, right? In Atlanta. And we got ANC Brunity, right? November 22nd through the 25th, man. Listen, man, all I want to say to each and every one of y'all, man, support your nation, man.
People from Aqua, you understand his beautiful wife as well.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Aqua, man. Salat.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Aqua is definitely instrumental, you know what I'm saying, the spearhead behind that as well.
Right.
If my heart recall and Keith are listening, go ahead and post, you know what I'm saying, the website where everybody can go to get the tickets and all that, man. If it can't get in there, I'll put it up in the description box once this thing finished processing. So all praises, glory, and honor, brother. We got through the questions. Support your nation, like my ox say. I'm gonna tell you, check in and check out. All praise to the glory and glory to the Most High Yahweh Bahashima Mashiach Yahushai.
Shema Mashiach Yahushua.
Long to the King of Kings. And you ain't seen nothing yet. We just getting warmed up, man. Check in and check out. Shalom.
Yahoo.